2009 was going to be our big go at Bonneville. We had Castrol coming back us, and we sent the car off. We sent it off early, and the reason we sent it off early was even though we run on the same rules as America through the SCTA, we don't necessarily interpret them the same. We got it up to Doug Odom's workshop up in Pismo Beach, California, and Doug had one of the tech inspectors from Bonneville come over and check out the car. The roll cage wasn't exactly up to what their standards were. They wanted more bracing, and they also wanted less movement between the helmet and the roll cage itself. We had Oggy along with us, so that wasn't a problem. We also had to put a push bar in. The push bar we thought was not necessary because we never use a push bar to drive that car. We just drive it off from the line and just go for it. But the push bar's got another use, and the other use is a prompt removal device. I can understand it now that if a car breaks down on the track at Bonneville, when you've got over 500 entries trying to run, you don't want anyone holding you up. First job to do when you get out to Bonneville is unload the car. And you unload the car, set up your pits, and you've got to get the car down to tech inspection. Before you get it down there though, you have to have the race car in race prep. Now these guys, they're no fools, they're all Salt Lake racers, and they're all car guys, they're all used to be building cars and racing cars. So they're there to look after your safety, and they do a great job. They're really good guys.
When you're a rookie, you have to prove that you can, without looking, you can shut off the engine, hit the parachute, hit the fire suppression system, and unbuckle yourself and jump out of the car without actually looking for anything. You don't have to look down at your belts or where the parachute lever is. So Neil went through first, he had to do it twice, then Norm went through, he had to do it twice, and then I went through and of course done it perfect the first time. Nothing new there, nothing new there.
Every night at the Nugget Casino in Wendover, there's a rolling car show. Rat rods, hot rods, it's just an amazing event, and it happens every single night of the Salt. It's just a great night, really good atmosphere, and I love it. Having your first run at Bonneville is a bit of a religious experience really for a hot rodder. It's the ultimate place in the world to run a hot rod. It's where hot rodding started. It's just fantastic. We're lucky this year to have Rod Hatfield as our crew chief. Rod's run out here before, and he's run over 200 mile an hour in his Studebaker. And that was pretty special, and he told me to take in everything on the first run, have a good look around you, have a good think about it, just try and remember it all, he said, because it only happens once, and it's pretty special.
Well, push it in, turn it, there you go.
of course, being unable to count, I ended up running more miles than I should have and ended up in the rough, and I still got back to the pits and said, oh no, I pulled the chute at 2 mile, but the camera never lies. It was pretty wild because when I turned off, the roadster got sideways, and I felt the arse ends slipping out, so I corrected it and it slipped out the other way, and I managed to pull it back and hold it, so yeah, that was all right. But she's a bit slippery out in amongst this crusty looking stuff.
You better get this off.
Took the nose off, doesn't surprise me, it's copped a whack.
3410 getting ready to come up right now. These folks traveled a little ways from here to come over. Victoria, Australia. That's a long ways away. They shipped the car over by boat, I'm assuming. Well, I don't think they drove it. This is a great group of folks. Over here, let's see, sponsored by the Aussie Desert Cooler and Castrol. It's called Big Knob Racing. The goal is to run over 200. 187.821 and 188.580. Car number 30. Car number 3410. From Victoria, Australia, hoping for a personal best of anything over 200. And the answer is car number 3410. Looks like it was a count after the 3. Went 162.481 in the quarter, and then slowed down to 143 and turned out after the 3. So it sounds like they had a little bit of trouble there. I am sure that they are throwing that thing right back to the pits right now and see if they can't figure out what happened.
No, it shifted beautiful. We put it at 6.5, first to second, same from second till third, and she dropped back when it went into third, and it just wouldn't come past 5 grand.
That's a special quick release one.
And there's a couple little misses I heard, but nothing spectacular, but it just wouldn't pull, so I thought there's no good driving it until it blows to bits. I pulled the chute and pulled her over. We're not sure what's wrong. Yeah, after we done the run and got back to the pits, we checked her all out, and unfortunately it had a split bore. Now, there's not a lot you can do with a split bore and keep going, apart from destroy the motor when you get out there, but we didn't really need the extra expense. So we've loaded the car back up, put her on the boat, took her back to Australia, and we're coming back 2010. The motor we've got in the car this year, it's an absolute beast of a motor. We're running trick flow heads with it, which have boosted up the power. We run a big bore, small stroke. We've kept it under 440 cubes. We've got a good chance of the record. We've had this motor sitting on the dyno at 7,500 revs for almost 40 minutes, and checked her out afterwards. All the clearances were still good, nothing was hurt, and the motor was pretty strong. So we reckon we've got a good chance this year, and we're going to get our 200, but 7,500 revs adds up to 252 mile an hour in that car. Now, we don't know if the rest of the car's up to it, but if we get 200, we'll just creep her up bit by bit and see how we go. The current record in the class is 232, and that's held by Lincoln Harris, Harris Family Racing, and they're going to be sharing the pits with us, and they're a good bunch of guys, and I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun.